this World Cup are available via this app and this platform, and I hope you can join us for this very special World Cup, as all World Cups are, of course. Well, the United States will be in all white, Wales in all red. It's a packed stadium over in Qatar, the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium. The referee is Abdul Rahman El Yassim of Qatar. And, well, as I said, the game earlier today saw England score 6 to Iran's 2, which gives them a great goal difference, as well as the opening 3 points. The United States will play England next and then follow up against Iran in a week's time. Wales playing Iran and then England next week in their final game. But both teams will be hoping to have got a result here, as Gareth Bale, all in red, goes and shakes hands with his opposite number, the captain of America, Tyler Adams of Leeds United. The referee, Abdul Rahman El Yassim, ready to conduct the toss. Wales, just before kick-off, had stated in interviews that they had hoped Gareth Bale would be wearing a rainbow armband this evening, the captain's armband, but I've been told by FIFA that would not be allowed, and that would produce a yellow card for their captain, so they have decided to wear a regulation captain's armband with the FIFA messages. The toss has been done, the anthems have been played, and Wales and the USA in huddles on their sides of the pitch. As we approach kick-off here, live on Flash Score, and I'll give you those two teams again. Hennessy in goal for Wales, Matham, Roden and Davies across the back, Roberts and Nico Williams as wing-backs, with Ampadu and Ramsey in the centre of midfield, Wilson, Bale and James up front. America with Turner in goal, Dest, Zimmerman, Ream and Robinson across the back, Musa, Adams the captain and McKennie in midfield, Weir, Sargent and Pulisic up front. Wales versus America, World Cup Group B. America will kick us off, kicking from left to right in their all-white kit. Wales in all red as the kickoff is taken, and USA play it down that high, down that right-hand side, but it's cleared away from the penalty area by Wales as they try to turn, but give a throw away on halfway. It's taken quickly by Zimmerman into his own half, and USA then send it over to that far side, the left-hand side, on the halfway line, and play it around their defence. Sergino Dest of Milan gets an early touch and plays it back to the heart of the defence. It goes down to the left-hand side now, and Anthony Robinson loses possession, and it's played forward, and Wales get a throw in very close to their halfway line on their right-hand side. Well, a lot of quality in these two teams, as you'd expect at a World Cup, and plenty of players who have played against each other in the Premier League, as well as the United States go down their right-hand side, and then a tackled just in front of the penalty area. Dest, as it was, who was going down, he got tackled quite strongly, but a throw into Wales midway in their own half on their left-hand side. It's thrown down that left-hand side to the halfway line, a header by Gareth Bale inside, but it's then headed away by the USA. They try and go down the right-hand side, then bring it into the middle, playing it out to the right, and a free kick is given about 30-35 yards out by Joe Rodin of Rennes in France. He fouls Christian Pulisic of Chelsea, and the USA have a free kick about 35 yards out to the right-hand side of the D. Dangerous position after 2 minutes. It's 0-0 here between Wales and the USA, and a first chance for Christian Pulisic, who will take this, number 10 on his back. Probably the most famous American player, particularly after playing in Dortmund and being one of the most expensive transfers in American history to Chelsea. He will take this right-footed. Plenty of players ready to run in, but it's a low one. It's cleared by Wales, and it comes off a USA player, and it's a throw-in to Wales on their left-hand side, just in front of their bench where Rob Page, the Welsh coach, is standing. And it goes back to Wayne Hennessy in his 6-yard area. The Forest keeper plays it out of the penalty area to the right-hand side, and Maffin plays it inside to Joe Rodin, and then again to the left-hand side, gets it back to Wayne Hennessy, all in yellow, who strikes it right-footed towards that halfway line, but America defend inside that centre circle and then try and go down that left-hand side. Pulisic then gets it back right in that corner. He's being tracked by Connor Roberts of Burnley, and Roberts gives away the first corner of the game to the United States. It's on the left-hand side of the goal to my right, and the referee just having a little chat with Nico Williams, and Williams goes back to his position on the post as this corner will be taken by Christian Pulisic again. Right-footed. It was a crowded penalty area, and puts one arm in the air and curls it. It beats the first man but not the second. It's headed away down that right-hand side, helped on by Dan James, but it goes over the halfway line, and America clear it up there and start an attack down that left-hand side. Nearly 4.5 minutes gone as cross comes into the penalty area. It's headed up in the air by Wales and headed away, helped on by James, but USA retrieve position through Ream, the 35-year-old of Fulham. Been out of in the cold of this American team for 14 months, but received a recall for this World Cup. He's been ever present in the Premier League so far this season for Fulham, and it goes down that right-hand side. It's defended well by Nico Williams of Nottingham Forest, formerly of Liverpool, and he wins a throw-in in front of his coach Rob Page, and the throw-in goes down that left-hand side for Dan James of Fulham to chase, but it goes all the way back to Matt Turner, all in orange, the Arsenal keeper. It goes down that left-hand side now towards that halfway line. America decide to play it back down to Walker Zimmerman, and the Nashville captain plays it to his national captain Tyler Adams, and then they go down that left-hand side over the halfway line, back then to Ream, and now Zimmerman plays it over the halfway lane to the right-hand side. In steps Timothy Weah, and then the goalkeeper comes out midway in his own half to continue the passing move. USA playing quite a patient game on 6 minutes, 0-0 in this World Cup Group B game, the first game for these nations. Wales' first World Cup game since 1958. They'll be looking to make an impression, especially after two pretty good international competitions in the past couple of years. Euro 2016 and Euro 2020. Both getting out of the group stages those times, and Ben Davies plays a cross-field ball, and it's headed back to Chris Matham of Bournemouth. Inside to Roden, and he brings it away from that penalty area, then checks back and plays it to his right to Matham again, then outside to Connor Roberts. He's pegged back, he has to play it all the way back to Wayne Hennessy, and the very experienced Forest keeper right-footed over the halfway line, but it bounces kindly and goes all the way back to Matt Turner of Arsenal. USA quick to bring it out this time down the right hand side, and McKennie then starts the move backwards again, and USA played across the back and over to that left hand side over the halfway line. It's Anthony Robinson of Fulham, grew up in England and loves Star Wars. He's the nickname Jedi, Anthony Robinson, formerly of Wigan and Bolton, and he has the ball again inside the Wales half, midway on that left hand touchline, brings it in on his right foot and then plays it back into the centre circle, and Zimmerman then plays it forward and to the left. USA trying to go down that left hand side. They've plenty of defenders for Wales, but now it's the captain Tyler Adams again. Neat triangles by the USA trying to get an opening, and in the end Pulisic wins a throw in midway in the Wales half on their left hand side. A great challenge by Matham, who was at Chelsea at 14 long before Christian Pulisic joined them from Borussia Dortmund. And the USA keep possession and play it around their back line again, inside their own half. Then the long ball forward, chased by Timothy Weir, puts a cross in, it comes off the head of Roden, but it goes straight to his keeper, who can't catch it, and it comes out of the penalty area, and USA again down that left hand side, puts a cross in, header, and just wide by Josh Sargent, running in to that 6-yard area, a header just wide of the left hand post as we look. And Wayne Hennessy, who well, I think the defensive header was straight at him, hit him on the stomach and came out, and then quite relieved that Josh Sargent headed it just wide of his right hand post, and the score remains 0-0 here at the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium. But on 9.5 minutes, USA having the first chance. USA win back possession in their own half, and again play it back. It's Serginho Dest of Milan who then plays it back to his keeper, and Matt Turner plays it out to the left hand side then. But Rodan, a strong header, a defensive header. I thought he probably hoped that Hennessy would catch that, but it didn't come off, and then it created that other USA chance, and Sargent will be kicking himself that he really should have got that on target, and he may well have got on the score sheet. There's a yellow card for Dest for a foul, a late challenge on Nico Williams, the first booking of the game, and that's taken us up to 11 minutes here on Flash Score. Thank you very much for joining us for this World Cup Group B game. It's Wales 0, USA 0, and that is the first booking for America. Serginho Dest, Dutch born, formerly Barcelona and Ajax, now at Milan, and still only 22, wearing number 2 on his back. It's back with Wayne Hennessy for Wales, the goalkeeper. Plays it square, and he goes out to the right-hand side. Wales now playing the patient build-up, and Hennessy will then strike it from the edge of his area, right-footed, towards that right-hand side, and Nico Williams. It's headed out for a throw-in to Wales, just inside the American half on their left-hand side. It's Williams who will take it, playing in that wing-back role, and he gets it back and then tries to go down that left-hand side. He's fouled again, and there's another card, this time for Weston McKennie. A foul again on Nico Williams. Two yellow cards in the space of a minute, and Nico Williams is getting the full force of the American midfield at the moment. Well, Weston McKennie fractured his foot in February, so he's done very well to get back fit. The Juventus player, formerly of Schalke, only 24, but it's a free kick right in front of the American bench on that left-hand side, and the referee just having a word with Greg Berhalter, the American coach, who was seemingly trying to do the linesman's job for him, telling him where the free kick is from. But it's Harry Wilson who will take this, the Fulham ex-Liverpool player, and he'll send this in. It's about 10 yards, 15 yards into the American half on that left-hand touchline, and Harry Wilson, all in red for Wales, the number 8 on his back, will send in this left-footed. Floats it over to the right-hand side of the penalty area. It's headed into the danger area and headed out by USA. Then a long shot and over the bar from about 30 yards out by Ethan Ampadu, a Spezia in Italy, former of Exeter, Chelsea and Venetia. Bit of a sighter that. Thought he'd try a shot first time from retrieving the ball from that defensive header, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Matt Turner, all in orange, hands in the air, both hands in the air as he strikes it right-footed over the halfway line. It lands on a Welsh head, and Aaron Ramsey heads that back to the defence, who then float it out towards that halfway line. Try and make something of it, but America win it back and play it back to Walker Zimmerman. And just inside their own half on that left-hand side, it goes back to Tim Ream. Ream square to Dest into his captain Tyler Adams inside that centre circle, and out to that left-hand side again, forward into the middle of the Wales half, but Wales good challenge, but then lose possession in the centre circle. The USA again down that right-hand side. Timothy Weir plays it back to McKennie, and then towards that centre circle again is Tyler Adams, pulling quite a few of the strings for America at the moment, and he has to play that back to Tim Ream and back to his keeper again. Both teams being quite patient in the first 15 and a half minutes here, 0-0 in this World Cup Group B game, Wales versus America, live on Flash Score. Wales winning possession in their own half, play it out to the right hand side and then play it back, and it goes back to Hennessy. Takes his time, then left footed plays it out, and it goes out of the penalty area and forward from Rodin, temporarily losing possession. Wales then play it back to their goalkeeper, who strikes it right-footed, going towards this left-hand side. When Williams heads it forward over the halfway line, but then goes out for a throw-in to USA. No, the referee gives it the other way, and Williams will take it. Dest protesting. It's taken slightly further forward, and Aaron Ramsey acrobatically then plays it across field to that right-hand side, but it doesn't quite reach its target first time, and then inside and dispossessed. And America now over the halfway line, going down that left-hand side. Robinson checks back, then plays a long ball over to this right-hand side. Dest crossing that halfway line, looks all closer to that penalty area with Pulisic, but he's dispossessed, and Wales clear only to the halfway line. And Zimmerman and Ream play a 1-2 and then play it over and forward. USA trying to get some passes together. Dest was played, well, it was a bit of a weak pass really. It was behind Dest. He managed to recover well, and USA will play again around their defence, and then Dest again. Long ball down that right hand side, looking for Timothy Weah, going towards the corner. Managed to keep that in. Plays it back to McKennie, who tries an acrobatic flip, trying to get it back to Weah, but Wales stand firm, then give the ball away again. The captain Adams, midway in the Welsh half, play it over to the left hand side. Pulisic sent down towards that bottom corner. He's got Maffin for company, gets round one, falls to the ground, and it comes off an American player, according to the referee, and goes out for a goal kick. 18.5 minutes gone. Wales 0, USA 0. And on the balance of play, it's quite even, but the USA having the closest chance on 9 minutes when Sargent headed wide and really should at least have hit the target, following a defensive header which hit the keeper's chest and kept the ball alive for the USA. But both teams quite comfortable on the ball, playing the ball around. Just when you get to the middle third, Wales give the ball away. It's Joe Roden in front of the D of his own penalty area, just looking for an option, then chips it forward over the halfway line, but there's only one Welsh player to chase that. That's Daniel James, and the Fulham player can't get the ball off the three USA defenders. Dest plays it across to Ream onto that left hand side, and he has Robinson wide, but he ignores him and plays it inside again. Dest picks it up, looks to the halfway line where McKennie is, over the halfway line now on that right hand touchline, under a bit of pressure, chips it forward, trying to get it through to Timothy Weah, and three Welsh bodies play a neat triangle and then try and get it away, but have to play it back to their goalkeeper Wayne Hennessy. 20.25 minutes gone. Wales 0, USA 0, as Hennessy right-footed high over to that right-hand side, and Gareth Bale, but Tim Ream out-jumps him. And the ball is picked up on the halfway line as USA are then tackled. Wales then play it back to their defence again. Ben Davies of Tottenham Hotspur, formerly of Swansea, a diagonal run over to the right hand side, then the ball is played on to Connor Roberts, has to play it back to Maffin, and then back again to Wayne Hennessy. Forward to Roden again, then on to Davies, and Nico Williams midway in his own half, playing it down that left hand side past Daniel James and out for a throw-in to America midway in their own half, and Sergio Dest on that right hand side throws it in to Walker Zimmerman. Square ball to Ream and over to the left hand side, and Robinson then plays it back along that to the right hand side. It reaches Dest versus Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it back and then plays it out to that left hand side, and Robinson again inside that Welsh half, then finds his captain Tyler Adams, who turns and then plays it back to the USA defence. Zimmerman, long ball to that left hand side, looking for Pulisic, but the Wales heads it away temporarily. Goes down the left hand side again. Pulisic then turns, goes towards the penalty area, slips it in, and they put a cross in. Quite fortunate there, Musa, and it's cleared by Wales. A good bit of skill to get round his man, but his cross was easily defended by Ampadu, and it's a long clearance, and it's thrown in from that left hand side back to Matt Turner inside his own penalty area. Again playing it down that left hand side, the USA inside to Tyler Adams and back into the middle of his half to Walker Zimmerman, playing it right and then over the halfway line, picked up by Timothy Weir, the Lille international. And now back to the defence, and another long ball down that left hand side, looking for Anthony Robinson, who gets a head on that, but it goes out for a goal kick to Wales. 23 and a quarter minutes gone. Wales 0, USA 0 on this flash score commentary of the World Cup. Group B, the second game in the first round of matches in this group stage. England beating Iran 6-2 earlier today. These two teams will have watched that game with interest, I'm sure, while preparing themselves as Wales go down that right hand side, played inside but behind Aaron Ramsey, and America mop up and then start an attack of their own. Timothy Weir loses out and gives a throw-in away, which Nico Williams will take on the halfway line on that left hand side. And they try and get it back to Weir, but cut out well. There's a foul on Aaron Ramsey, and the Qatarian referee steps in. It's complaints by Christian Pulisic, but Ramsey picked that ball up, and it was the American captain Tyler Adams who went in. He's having a talk to by the referee Al Yassin. It's a free kick to Wales, level with the centre circle. United States and Wales in this live commentary of Group B, as Wales played around their defence and then give away a throw-in. Serginho Dest, midway in the Welsh half on their right hand side, throws it in, but miscontrolled by Yunus Musa of Valencia, 19 years old, formerly an England under-17 international. He gives away a throw-in, level with the Welsh penalty area on the left-hand side. It's thrown down that left-hand side. The American captain Adams gets a head on that, but Dan James picks it up and plays it back. Then a long ball down that left-hand side, far too far in front of Gareth Bale, and America get a throw-in midway in their own half on the right hand side, just in front of their technical area, as the Welsh fans, all in their red, green and yellow beanie hats, try to start what I would call the Icelandic clap. The Americans also respond with drums and clapping of their own. And now America have the ball in their defence. Ream playing it out to the left-hand side. It's brought in, and Adams can't keep that under control, and Wales again win it back into that centre circle. And it's played long by Gareth Bale, and Ramsey can't get onto that on that right-hand side. And it'll be a throw-in to America on their left-hand side, midway in their own half. Played across the penalty area, picked up by Walker Zimmerman, and forward to Serginho Dest. Plays a 1-2 with Weston McKennie, and played it back into the defence again. Now swept over the halfway line to that left-hand side as America come down there, and it's Anthony Robinson puts a cross in. It's defended well by Wales, and then picked up by Daniel James, who falls to the ground under a challenge, but the ball goes all the way back to the American keeper. Out to the right-hand side again, Timothy Weah of Lille, and he plays it all the way back via Zimmerman to the American keeper, Matt Turner. Down the left-hand side now, America over the halfway line, midway in the American half, playing inside into a central position, long shot over the bar, Serginho Dest. What you might call another sighter, really. Took it from about 35-40 yards there, one touch and then a strike, and was always rising, didn't really trouble Wayne Hennessy at all. But another shot by the USA. 28, nearly 29 minutes gone. It is Wales 0, USA 0. I'm not quite sure who would be the happy of the two coaches at the moment. Wales struggling really to get the ball in the final third. Perhaps it would be Greg Berhalter of America. But this game against, well, on paper, between two evenly matched teams, it's probably the scoreline you'd expect at the moment. Dest on the run towards the penalty area. Good touch there by the Welsh number 8, Harry Wilson, who is tracking back to stop that attack, and it's played all the way back to the American keeper once they've retrieved possession. And that USA defence have been very, very comfortable really, and have had a lot of time on the ball, just playing it around, taking the sting out of anything the Welsh threatened to do. And now on the halfway line is Serginho Dest, playing it back to Zimmerman, and then Dest again on that right hand side. There's a 1-2, now brings it inside, forward, back to Adams, and he goes down that left hand side, finding Robinson, who puts the ball into that penalty. It takes a deflection and then it's cleared up in the air, but not really away from Wales. Bale has come back to help his defence, and then it's hooked clear only as far as Dest, but there's a foul just in front of the penalty area, and a free kick to Wales just to the right hand side of the D, and Ethan Mpedo picks himself up again. It's been him and Nico Williams who've got quite a lot of the attention from the USA tackling, and it's a free kick about 30 yards out from the Welsh goal, taken by Hennessy over to the right hand side, but it can't be controlled, and America win it back and play it back into their defence again, just in front of the penalty area, and out to the left again. Ball over the halfway line, touched on by McKennie, out to that left hand side, and Robertson plays it back in, and McKennie then plays the ball square. Weir, son of George Weir, looks over to the right hand side, gives it to Dest, back to Weir, then ball back to the captain Adams, who plays it back into the centre circle. Zimmerman waits his chance to pass the ball, gives it to his captain Tyler Adams, and he plays it across the centre circle inside the Welsh half to Ream. Then it goes back to the centre spot. Zimmerman again, now out to the right hand side, and Dest back inside to Adams, across to the left hand side, and Ream. USA creeping forward at the moment, just playing the ball backwards and forwards and side to side. Weir injecting a little bit of pace, plays it back to Dest, and then back inside the USA half is Zimmerman across the halfway line. Ream on the left hand side plays it forward, then gets it back again, and a foul this time by Maffin, and it'll be a free kick to the USA. Maffin claiming he doesn't know what is going on. Pulisic getting his voice heard, and the referee sends him away. No card given, but a foul on Christian Pulisic by Chris Matham of Bournemouth, and a free kick to America. Taking quickly down that left hand side come America, and they win their second corner of the game off Matham. Left hand side of the goal to our right, and Christian Pulisic, who has only scored one goal this season in the Premier League, but scored 5 in qualification for this World Cup, will take it right footed in swimming in front of all the Welsh fans. It goes to the penalty spot, goes over people's heads. It's headed away by Wales, but picked up again by Robinson. Out to the left hand side, Pulisic onto his right foot, sends it into the penalty area, defended well, and headed back to Ream. Ream out to the left hand side. Musa on that left hand side finds Pulisic level with the edge of the area, tries to send it in, right footed, charged down well by Connor Roberts, and it goes out for a throw in to the USA. Near level with that penalty area on the left hand side. It's sent back, and Ream plays it forward, and then long ball looking for Weir, who can't reach it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Timothy Weir, aged 22, plays for Lille in France, formerly of Celtic and Paris Saint-Germain. He is in fact the son of the Liberian president and former footballer George Weir. He could have easily played for France, Jamaica or Liberia, but decided to play for Lille, and he's certainly got the pace in the American attack, which they will be looking to use to exploit that Welsh defence. Here they come again, America. We're in the centre, collects the ball in the penalty area, right footed and scores! Well, he's broken the deadlock on 35 minutes. Timothy Weir with a ball going straight through the middle of the defence, running onto it, and a right foot slot home into the bottom corner. USA 1, Wales 0, and well, it's the man I was just talking about, Timothy Weir, using that speed, and a great goal to break the deadlock here in this Group B match. He stayed on side. A great ball by Pulisic into the area, ran onto it well, one touch past the keeper, in between the keeper and the defender Nico Williams, and it is Timothy Weir who scores the first goal in this match to give America the lead on 35 minutes. Wales 0, USA 1. And, well, you'd have to say that on balance of play in the attacking third, USA deserve that. Wales haven't really created anything so far, USA with that chance on 9 minutes. Sargent coming close with his header, a few shots from distance, but when it mattered, Timothy Weir slotted home well. Williams now on the left hand side for Wales, puts a long ball in, it curls, but it curls away and it goes out for a goal kick to America. Well, Timothy Weir, he's got goal scoring in his genes, of course. George Weir, famous for scoring many, many goals in the European Champions League and for his country that he's now president of, but choosing the USA and scoring in his World Cup debut. Timothy Weir does well and gives America the lead. Again, America try down that left hand side, but it's defended well, and Wales allow that to go out for a throw-in very close to the edge of the penalty area on the right hand side. And Connor Roberts collects it, takes it, it's hooked over to the left hand side, picked up by Nico Williams very close to the halfway line, plays it forward and it goes back to Ben Davies, who then plays it back into the heart of his defence. Roden back to Wayne Hennessy on the edge of his 6-yard area, right footed long ball over the halfway line, defended well by America, who head it over the halfway line, but Wales are able to snuff out that. Nico Williams trying to go down that left hand side over the halfway line, picked up by Dan James, wins a throw in very close to the halfway line on the Wales left. On that halfway line, it looks like Weston McKennie stretching for that ball as the attack broke down, is feeling his groin as Wales high long ball to the middle. It's defended. Wales try and win it back on the edge of the area, but it's headed back to Matt Turner, and he clutches that ball and then rolls it out to the left hand side. Forward they come. McKennie over the halfway line, good challenge. No, the referee disagrees, and Gareth Bale, adjudged to have caught Musa in fact, and he's going to receive a yellow card for that on 39 minutes. Stretching from the ball, actually got a touch on that ball, and Musa, I'm not absolutely sure on the replay that there was actually any contact with him. Whether VAR will have a look at that, but a foul on Musa is adjudged by the referee. He has a closer view than I do, and Gareth Bale, the Welsh captain, receives a yellow card. And as I said at the beginning of the commentary, Rob Page, the Welsh coach, was saying that had Gareth Bale put on the armband that he wished to wear, he would have received a yellow card before a ball was kicked, and that would have meant on 39 minutes he would have been sent off. Cross comes in from America from the left hand side, easily collected by Wayne Hennessy, but as we know, that's only the first yellow card for Wales and for its captain Gareth Bale. And a few tough challenges going in, and Gareth Bale is challenged on the halfway line, this time by Anthony Robinson, and the Fulham player gives away a free kick. It's taken quickly and played back to Rodan and then out to the left hand side, and Ben Davies brings it in on his left foot, going towards the halfway line, plays it back to Rodan, and then Matham in the centre of the Welsh half, square to Rodan, takes a few strides forward, then plays it to the left hand side, headed forward by Nico Williams, defended by America. Then a challenge on Ampadu, who's taking quickly the free kick for that down that left hand side. Ramsey trying to get a cross in, it's blocked by Ream, defended well, and America bring it away from their penalty area to their captain Tyler Adams, back to Ream, who's taken his position on the left hand side of the defensive central pair, and America from that centre circle, then lose the ball. Ben Davies, left-footed, sweeps the ball out to the right-hand side. Yet again, Tim Ream heads it away from Gareth Bale. America then pick it up in the centre circle. Ball back by Musa. And then his captain strides over to the right-hand side. 1-2 with Weir, the goal scorer for America. And America then calm it all down again and play it back to the heart of their defence. Ream, who's been impressive so far. Seen a lot of the ball, as has Zimmerman. But the ball goes off a Welsh player, out for a throw-in just inside their own half. America on the right-hand side. Dest gets it back, gives it to his captain again. And now Musa, misplaced pass. This time picked up by Ampadu inside that centre circle. Long ball over to the left-hand side, picked up by Dan James on his right foot. Plays it inside to Nico Williams, back to that left-hand touchline, midway in the American half to James, who plays it all the way back. And it's left by Davis to his goalkeeper, who then plays it forward. Davis plays it square to Rodan just inside the Welsh half, over the halfway line on that right-hand touchline. Then Rodan gets it back deep inside his own half. 43 minutes gone. USA 1, Wales 0. Over to the right-hand side. And Wales bring it forward midway in the Welsh half. There's a late challenge, but referee says play on as Ramsey tries to go down that right-hand side, and they gain a corner, their first corner of the game, and Ramsey will leave that to be taken on the right-hand side of the left-hand goal as we look. Wilson will go over to take it. Ramsey taking a position inside that 6-yard area, and with plenty of players around the penalty spot, including Gareth Bale, Ben Davies. It's the referee just making sure there's no foul play. I see the corner ball is taken too quickly as he's talking to Aaron Ramsey. And the referee trying to calm things down as we reset and prepare ourselves for this Harry Wilson corner. On that right hand side, it'll be left footed in swinging again towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and Ben Davies rises and it's headed wide and out for a goal kick. This is Flash Score. This is Group B of World Cup 2022, and it's USA 1, Wales 0. Timothy Weir on 35 minutes. Live commentary here from John Middleton as we see action from the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium. Goal kick. Matt Turner, right-footed, over the halfway line, veering over to the right-hand side, and players rise. It falls to America, but sent straight back. As we reach the 45, 4 minutes on the board of injury time, and Dest picks the ball up, plays it inside towards that centre circle, and his captain Tyler Adams plays it across. Musa plays it over to the left hand side, and America stride into the Welsh half, now level with the Welsh penalty area, played back to Musa, and then again to Robinson, to Pulisic, trying to get through the Welsh wall, but played back, and Ream then plays it inside that centre circle. Zimmerman out to the right hand side. Dest again midway in the Welsh half, looking for a run from Weir, but it's straight offside. He has to turn back, and it's played all the way back to the goalkeeper via Zimmerman. Out to the left hand side now, and America then play it all the way back to Walker Zimmerman, Nashville captain, age 29, number 3 on his back, but playing in the centre of the defensive 4. Des then plays it forward to his captain, who brings it over to this right hand side, midway on his own half, and back again to Walker Zimmerman, out to the left hand side at Ream, looking for an option, stays still, then plays it across the ground over the halfway line for Pulisic, who beats his marker, takes a bit of a knock on his way round, and Chris Matham adjudged to a foul, and it'll be a free kick, and he gets a yellow card as well. Second yellow card for Wales, and Matham for a foul on Christian Pulisic, and a free kick's taken and sent back again to the heart of the defence, crossing the centre circle and the halfway line, and then sent back to Zimmerman to the left hand side. A long ball by Ream for Anthony Robinson to chase, but it's gone out, and out for a goal kick. Ball too strong and too high for Robinson to get hold on of that. Goal kick to Hennessy, sub-keeper for Nottingham Forest, former Crystal Palace goalkeeper, but over 100 appearances for his nation as he plays it right-footed over the halfway line and midway in the American half, headed by Ream. Williams picks it up for Wales, a long ball from left to right, goes too far in front of everybody, and it's a throw-in to America midway in their own half on their left-hand side. Well, Greg Berhalter will definitely be the more pleased of the two coaches. 1-0 here at Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium. A great goal by Weir. A incisive pass by Pulisic, and a great touch by Weir, flicking the ball through the defence and the goalkeeper to nestle the ball in the bottom right hand corner to give America this 1-0 advantage as we approach half time, and that is the half time whistle. Rob Page will be a bit disappointed with the forward play for Wales, I assume. Not really creating much. Gareth Bale kept quite quiet in the opening 45 minutes, the 5-time Champions League winner. It is America 1, Wales 0, a goal on 35 minutes by Timothy Weir. The only other chance really that troubled the either goal was on 9 minutes, a strong defensive header by Roden at his own goalkeeper, rebounding off his chest, and from the attack that followed, Sargent heading just wide, but then a lot of passing, a bit of midfield action for both teams, but nothing really troubling either goal until 35 minutes, and Tim Weir sent through by Pulisic into the area, first time shot between Matham and his goalkeeper to give America the lead. Half time, USA 1, Wales 0 here on Flash Score, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes time for the second half in this Group B match of World Cup. have attacked straight away down that left-hand side and got a corner. It's been swung in by Christian Pulisic of America, all in white, and it's been defended. They've gone down that right-hand side, and Timothy Weah, the goal scorer, has a couple of step overs and plays it back. He scored his goal on 35 minutes. It is 1-0 to America in this Group B game of the World Cup, the first game for these two nations, the other game being England 6, Iran 2 earlier today, but this being a game between two nations who on paper seem quite well matched. America 16th in the world, Wales ranked 19th. Wales all in red, kicking to my right, play it down that right hand side. They've made a substitution. It's Kiefer Moore who gets his first touch going down the right hand side, trying to get a bit of space away from Walker Zimmerman. Plays it back, and then Wales try again to go down that right hand side, but it's defended by America, and Wales then win a throw in midway in the American half on the right hand side. I'll give you the two teams in a moment as Wales take that throw in back over the halfway line, and in the defence played over to the left hand side. They have Hennessy in goal, Matham, Roden and Davies in defence. Robertson, Williams, the wing backs, with Ramsey and Ampadu in midfield. Wilson, Bale and now Kiefer Moore, who's come on for Daniel James, up front. Kiefer Moore, more of a central striker, so a bit of a change in tactics for the Welsh team, who didn't really see a lot of the ball in the final third, although they had 2 shots off target in that first half. America defending another attack down the right hand side and play it back to their goalkeeper Matt Turner, who swings his right boot at it, goes over the halfway line. Then both teams trade headers and America win the ball on the halfway line through Pulisic, who plays a long searching ball, but it falls kindly for Hennessy in the Welsh goal. Throws that out quickly down the left hand side for Wales, and it goes back to the heart of their defence, and Roden, who plays it out to the right hand side, and Ben Davies of Tottenham Hotspur. Long ball down that right hand side, headed out and away, level with the penalty area on the right hand side for Wales by Tim Ream of Fulham. Ramsey to take it. No, he's leaving that now for Connor Roberts. I'll give that American team, after this attack breaks down, it's Kiefer Moore in that right hand corner, using his strength, finding Ramsey, who then goes again to the corner, trying to get through that defence, and he wins a corner ball on the right hand side of that goal to our right for Wales. USA have Turner in goal, Dest, Zimmerman, Ream and Robinson in defence, Musa, Adams and McKennie in goal, in midfield, and Weah and Sargent, Pulisic up front. Corner on that right hand side, in swinging left footed, and the keeper misses it, and USA managed to clear eventually, but there's a Welsh player down in that 6-yard area. But Matt Turner, who's adjudged to have been fouled as he went to claim that ball, will feel a little bit lucky, because he did put 2 hands on that, just couldn't catch it under pressure, really, just spilled that ball above Bale's head, came for the second one. There was a missed kick by a defender, managed to get a punch away, but then was adjudged to have been fouled by a Welsh attacker. It's now down the left hand side for the USA. Musa into that penalty area. Can he get across it left footed? He can, but it's charged down. It's still alive for America on the left hand side. Pulisic puts his foot on the ball, then tries to jink into that penalty area, but Wales stand firm, and it's Ramsey who brings that ball away. He's fouled, and there's another foul, and the referee will then go into his pocket and pick out another yellow card for the USA. It's their 3rd yellow card, and this time it's Tim Ream who receives it. A foul on Gareth Bale, and the Welsh captain picks himself up as we reach 50 minutes here in Group B of World Cup 22. It is the USA 1, Wales 0. The free kick comes to nothing, it's cleared, and it'll be a throw in to Wales just inside their own half on the right hand side. Connor Roberts of Burnley, 22 years old, will take it. He throws it back to his defence, and Matham brings it forward, then plays it back out to Connor Roberts, formerly of Swansea, now at Burnley, and his long ball goes towards that penalty. It was headed and then headed back by Tim Ream to his goalkeeper. Balls it out very, very quickly, and USA across the halfway line, going down that left hand channel. It's a long run by Robinson, but he's lost his footing, dispossessed, and Wales will try and clear from their right back position. It goes forward, Ramsey plays that back, goes back to the Welsh defence, inside to Ampadu. Seems to be playing just in front of that back three at the moment. Ramsey going slightly further forward in this second half. They keep possession. There's a long ball off to the left hand side, but it's too far in front of Williams, and it goes out for a throw in to the USA midway in their own half on the right hand side. Certainly Rob Page will have looked at that first half, will be quite disappointed, not just with the goal that was well crafted and well executed by Pulisic and then Timothy Weah, but the lack of quality play in the final third by them has led to Aaron Ramsey kind of playing in slightly further forward in the what you might call the number 10 role. Really, he's been spent most of the first half in a flat midfield around the centre line. Now he's playing further forward and getting a bit more of the ball. We'll just have to play the ball a bit quicker. Misplaced pass by Roden, looking for Matham on the right hand side, goes out for a throw in to America on their left hand side, midway in the Welsh half. It's thrown by Robinson, defended by Wales and headed away, but headed back to the right back position, and it's picked up by Roberts, who plays that inside to his centre back, and it's a long ball and on the run over the halfway line to the left hand side now. Williams up against Dest, trying to get towards that penalty area, beats one but doesn't beat the second, and it's out for a throw into Wales midway in the American half on the left hand side. That time Weston McKennie, the second man, dispossessing Nico Williams. Wales now in their own half, played over the halfway line to the right hand side and try and go down that side through Roberts. Blocked off, plays it back to Matham, then inside to Rodan, and then Ben Davis over the halfway line, giving it to Williams again, inside square on that halfway line, and Williams gets it again and plays it back to Rodan. We saw a lot of defensive passing in the first half, both teams quite comfortable to do that, to await their chance to go into the opposition half. But it was a 67% possession for America in that first half, and of course the important scoreline of 1-0. We've reached 54 3/4 minutes here. It is USA 1, Wales 0, as Wales, who have seen a bit more of the ball in the second half, go down that left hand side. Williams into the penalty, trying to get the ball in, takes a deflection. It's cleared by Ream, but only as far as Roberts in a central position. Tries a 1-2, he's held back there slightly as he was on the run, but the referee didn't see it, and America bring it forward over the halfway line, down that left hand side. Bringing it in is Pulisic inside that centre circle, has to play it back. Now America again inside the Welsh half, comfortably play it back, take the sting out of that Welsh forward play and the burst of speed down the middle that we saw, and then play it back to their goalkeeper Matt Turner of Arsenal, all in orange, plays it forward to his defenders, all in white, of America, but the ball comes off McKennie and goes out for a throw in midway in their own half. It's taken quickly and Wales play it back to their defence. And now Wales again down the right hand side, play it over the halfway line. Ramsey picks it up, plays a ball into the penalty area for them to get onto, but well defended by Des there. Was out for a throw-in very close to the corner flag on that left hand side for Wales. So Harry Wilson, who's trying to get onto that ball, he claims it's a corner, but the referee disagrees, and it's a throw-in to Wales. Plenty of American defenders inside that penalty area to defend this 1-goal lead. As the cross comes in towards Bale, it's headed away from him. Ramsey tries to keep it alive, heading it towards that 6-yard area. Headed out and then another header in, and America eventually get that towards the centre circle, but it's picked up by Welsh defenders, and Rodan then plays it back to his goalkeeper Wayne Hennessy, and all in yellow forward to his defenders in red. It's played across to Matham, and he looks over to the right hand side, and on the halfway line is Williams. Long ball looking for Kiefer Moore of Bournemouth, and he gains a throw-in level with the penalty area on the right hand side for Wales. It would be a long throw, and Connor Roberts will take this. He's going to run from the advertising hoardings. He plays inside that penalty area, ready to see if they can get a touch on a tie towards the 6-yard area. It's flicked on and flicked away and hooked away, and the referee blows his whistle, and it'll be a free kick to America. 57, nearly 58 minutes gone here on Flash Score on this World Cup Group B game. It's America 1, Wales 0. Timothy Weah on 35 minutes. A pass by Pulisic on the run, which cut the defence in two. Weah, first time right-footed, his shot going through Matham and Hennessy into the bottom right-hand corner. But here's Wales again looking for an equaliser. USA getting an important touch and bringing it away from their defence towards that halfway line. A good strong challenge, and Wales win it back and go down the left-hand side. Nico Williams puts the ball into that penalty area. It comes out again, picked up by Roberts, floats the ball in towards that 6-yard area, headed away again, only as far as Williams, trying to get a shot away or get some space, can't, and then looks over to the right hand side. Touched on for Roberts, another curling cross, but it curls away from the goal and the attacker Gareth Bale, and goes out for a goal kick. Well, certainly two quite evenly matched teams here. Wales having more of the second half at the moment. Of course, they are chasing the game, chasing an equaliser against this USA team. Greg Holzer, the American coach, would be pretty pleased and would be looking to defend this lead, and won't worry as long as Wales do not trouble Matt Turner in goal, the MLS goalkeeper of the year for the past season, before his move to Arsenal, formerly of the New England Revolution, and now at Arsenal. But Arsenal sitting top of the Premier League before this break, as the ball goes forward for Wales, headed back, and Moore tries a shot. It cannons off a defender on the edge of the area. Wales keep it alive and keep the ball, pass the ball around in midfield. It goes back to Rodan inside that centre circle, and now Davies brings it forward, left footed, long high ball, hopeful for Roberts on that right hand side. It's picked up again by Matham, and then forward again. Wales in the centre of the USA half, and on the turn, then passed forward. America defend it well, and now will break. Looking over to this left-hand side, it's Christian Pulisic. Picks it up from Timothy Weah, then turns back midway in the Welsh half on that left-hand side, finding Musa. And Musa then starts a triangle where Robinson then plays it along and all the way back to Zimmerman in the American defence. Onto the right-hand side. And Zimmerman again back out to that right-hand side. USA then to try going down that right-hand side, long ball across that penalty area. Pulisic tries to get onto that and just put off well by the defender. He claims he was fouled by Mathen. It was a great ball right across the face of that penalty area. It was in fact Connor Roberts challenging for that, and he managed to get a touch on it just before Christian Pulisic, but the referee and the linesman have given a goal kick. It's taken quickly, and Wales try and go up the other end on that left hand side. They win a throw in midway in the American half. Thrown to Ampadu, and ball dummied by Aaron Ramsey. Ball sent right across that 6-yard area and doesn't get a touch and isn't kept in, and it'll be a goal kick to America. 1-0 to the USA here in Group B. Timothy Weah on 35 minutes. And Robinson has a throw in the left back position for America. Throwing it down the line, headed inside. Now Pulisic picks it up inside his own half. Claims an infringement. The referee ignores him, and Wales win the ball back on the halfway line down that right hand side. Forward to Roberts. Challenged strongly, and he wins a free kick midway in the American half. He's hobbling away, and Musa is adjudged to have fouled. Pulisic still going on about a possible handball a couple of seconds earlier. And Musa will have a talking to by the referee, Abdul Rahman Al Yassin. Free kick midway in the American half on this right hand touchline. Plenty of players on the edge of that penalty area, the American penalty area, over to my right, as Wales chase this equaliser. 63.5 minutes gone. The referee just making sure everything is in order. It would be a free kick in swinging with a left foot, and it's Harry Wilson again into that penalty area. An American header up in the air. Wales try and keep it alive, and on the edge of the penalty area it's another header, and great save, I think. Well, Ben Davies, there's a header up in the air by Mathen. Ben Davies stretching for that, headed it straight at goal, and a great save by Matt Turner, tipping it over the bar, and that's the closest Wales have come to scoring an equaliser. It was all up in the air as America couldn't get that away, and a header on target, and Ben Davies coming close, and it's a corner on the right hand side to Wales. Sent into that 6-yard area, and another header, and another one going over the bar, and this time Kiefer Moore on the run, beating the keeper as it came in. Got in front of the keeper actually and stooped. Well, he didn't stoop, he got under the ball and goes over, and the USA will breathe again following that pressure from their opposition Wales. It's still America 1, Wales 0, and we see USA's first substitution, McKennie coming off, and it looks like he's got a lot of strapping on his leg, McKennie, and it's Aronson who will replace him. Aronson of Leeds, the 22-year-old, formerly of Red Bull Salzburg, wearing number 11, but USA have gone down the other end. Pulisic plays a ball across the middle of the park, and USA will try and go down their right hand side, although getting pegged back by Wales on that right hand side now, and a tackle, and Wales bring it away towards that halfway line down their left hand side, and Kiefer Moore picks it up about 35 yards out. Bale tracked by 2, dispossessed. Now America stream forward down their right hand side over the halfway line, and another quick challenge, but USA pick it up again. Square to Pulisic, midway in the Wales half. Musa outside, playing it out to Robinson. Robinson gives him it back. Musa plays it inside towards that centre circle, and the captain Tyler Adams plays it out to the right again. They go forward. Weir, faced by Nico Williams, gets it to the corner, and Williams gives away a corner, and Williams looks in a bit of discomfort there, I think, as he challenged and turned. He either got a knock or he twisted quite badly. He actually got a knee in the back accidentally by Timothy Weir as he challenged for that ball. It will be a USA corner, but Nico Williams may well need a bit of treatment. Well, it's still 1-0 to USA here after 67.5 minutes, and Williams is receiving more treatment as the USA prepare another substitution. Well, USA still have the lead, but Wales having more shots on that USA goal as they chase that equaliser, including Kiefer Moore's header just over, Davis's header, a great save by the keeper a moment before that, and Matt Turner certainly earning his cap this evening, keeping America in this game and keeping them the lead, but Wales will certainly take heart. They of course have England and Iran also in this group. England running out 6-2 winners in the game earlier today. It's like a triple substitution by the USA as Nico Williams has finished his treatment. He's okay, he's gone over to the sideline, still rubbing the small of his back as USA prepare to take this corner first. Pulisic puts the ball on the quadrant on the right hand side of the goal to our right. Plays in or around that penalty spot and just south of the penalty area. One arm in the air, right footed, going towards that penalty spot. It's headed away by Kiefer Moore. USA send it back to the right hand side. Pulisic again onto his left foot, sending it towards that 6-yard area, headed away, but Pulisic trying to, well, he's won the ball again on that right hand side into the penalty area, trying to send it over, but it defended again, sent out to the edge of the penalty area and then cleared by Wales high in the air towards that halfway line, and America pick it up. Pulisic may well have got a little bit of a knock there as we approach 70 minutes, and America try and go down the left hand side. That triple substitution still hasn't been made as we await that. DeAndre Yedlin, formerly of Newcastle United, is on the sideline as America then go down the left again. And if challenges going in, and the Pulisic has finally gone down, clutching his right ankle. He took a bit of a knock as he tried to go into the penalty area, and now down and will await some treatment. You're listening to Flash Score. Thank you very much for joining me, John Middleton. Of course, all games of this World Cup 22 are live and here for you, so stick with us and join us for those commentaries. This is Group B of the World Cup. It's USA 1, Wales 0, a goal by Timothy Weah. We're on 35 minutes. We've doubled that in time. We're approaching 71 minutes now as Pulisic gets up and goes over to the touchline, having received treatment, and will try and get back on as soon as he can. That triple substitution still waiting to happen as Wales take the throw in and play it back to the American defence quite sportingly, and it's played back eventually to Tim Ream and then to his goalkeeper Matt Turner. Right footed long ball over the halfway line down that right hand side, flicked on by Weah. And Sargent, who we haven't seen a lot of, tried to make something of that, but Wales did well and defended. Now go down that left hand side. Nico Williams gets past 2 but not 3, and Sergino Dest clears up. Going down that right hand side, he plays it and then gets it on the overlap, trying to find Timothy Weah. Wales again put a foot in and will play it back to the heart of their defence. We'll see having a bit more luck in the last 5 or so minutes, following quite a bit of pressure early on in the second half from Wales, who are of course chasing this equaliser. They give the ball away cheaply, and Musa down the left hand side finding Pulisic into the area, putting a cross in left footed, and USA missed the header on the edge of the area, and Wales come away with it down the left hand side. A bit of space there as Bale looks for the long ball. He flicks it on, but too far to the right hand side for Moore to get hold of, and USA bring it away. Tyler Adams, the captain, over the halfway line. He's down on his bottom inside that centre circle, and USA will put the ball out. No, it's Musa actually on the floor, who stretching out. He went down, but maybe he's going to be one of the people to make way for this triple substitution. First of all, it'll be the number 22 and also 24. It's Dest comes off, Musa is coming off, and Sargent as well. So that'll be Musa's last action of the game, as DeAndre Yedlin, formerly of Tottenham, Sunderland and Newcastle United, comes on back in his home country now, playing his trade at Inter Miami. He is one of the substitutions, and he certainly will put in a bit of speed into the American team, as the injured Musa comes off. And it looks like Acosta and Wright will be the other substitutions. Ball played out to the right hand side now, into the penalty area, header and wide, and it'll be a goal kick to Wales. A first touch there for the tall substitute, and Wales will start again. 75 minutes gone here. USA Wales 0. Long ball over to the left hand side and played on by Nico Williams, and it's gone out for a throw in, says the referee, as Harry Wilson again complaining. DeAndre Yedlin chasing up that ball. He first one to attract the attention that the ball's gone off, but Harry Wilson disagrees, but it's a throw in DeAndre Yedlin will take. Number 22 on his back,
with a multicoloured hairstyle. He throws that forward, it goes into the centre of the park, and America take it away over the halfway line. Pulisic down the left hand side, finding Robinson, sends it in, it's defended, and the 5th USA corner will now take place, the left hand side of the goal to our left. And Pulisic again goes over to take it. It'll be right-footed, one hand in the air, right-footed, curls over that 6-yard area, headed in, but wide this time by the substitute Aronson. And it'll be a goal kick to Wales. They take it quickly, they take it short, it's inside that penalty area and out to the right-hand side of the penalty area. Strides Chris Matham, plays it inside to Roden, who checks one way, then checks the other, bringing it forward, finding Ramsey, who plays it to the halfway line inside that centre circle. It's played out to Connor Roberts along the ground, and then Moore turns and plays it out to the left hand side this time. Williams to the edge of the area, finding Roberts into the area. Wales play it out again and sent chipped forward, headed by the USA. Wales trying to keep that alive, but cleared by Yedlin, and Wales then pick it up on halfway. The referee stops again for an injury, and it is an injury to Timothy Weir. And not quite sure what it was for, but he went down, and the referee will give a drop ball, but Wales will make a substitution first. Nico Williams is coming off, and the number 9 Brennan Johnson of Nottingham Forest, is a club teammate, will come on. Now this probably will see a change of formation. Brennan Johnson, who has had a good championship season last season where Forest got promotion, but has yet to set the Premier League alight as the referee drops the ball for Chris Matham on the centre spot, and Matham looks over to the right hand side. Wait to see what that formation will be. We certainly inject some fresh legs for the last 11 or so minutes here. It is USA 1, Wales 0. All the Welsh supporters on their feet, as they have been most of the game, as America tries to come down the right hand side, and Yedlin can't keep it in. It'll be a throw in midway in the American half on the Welsh left. It's taken and thrown all the way back to Joe Roden in the Welsh defence. Nothing comes forward, then plays it out to the right hand side. There's a long ball down the right hand side, and Brennan Johnson collects it, then flips back, and Wales keep possession and then win a throw-in. There with the penalty area taken quickly by Johnson. Ramsey inside that penalty area, playing it over. There's a foul and a penalty kick is given. Well, I'm sure VAR will have a look at that, as Bale was tackled from behind, went down, and I'm sure he will take this penalty. The referee had no hesitation. Ramsey playing inside that penalty area, Bale back to goal, and Zimmerman taking him down from behind. Got a touch on that, but he brought Bale down at the same time, and Wales have a penalty. 80 minutes gone, and Gareth Bale, the talisman for Wales, the most experienced and decorated player Wales have, puts the ball down on that penalty spot and the referee making sure that everybody's in the right position as we'll prepare to attempt this penalty kick on goal. Well, Abdul Rahman Al Yassim, stickler for the rules, making sure Matt Turner knows what he's expected to do. But the focus is on Gareth Bale and Matt Turner. Standing on the edge of the area. He'll be left-footed. Strikes it hard and into that corner. Gareth Bale, middle of the goal on the right-hand side. Gets the equaliser. 81 minutes gone. Gareth Bale. It's USA 1, Wales 1. And the Welsh captain, whose goals made sure they qualified through the playoffs for this World Cup, their first World Cup since 1958, celebrates in that right-hand corner with the Welsh supporters, and then takes the congratulations of his teammates. The equalising goal, and you'd have to say, through chances in the second half, they definitely have come back into this game while chasing that equaliser and do deserve it. Gareth Bale from the spot. 82 minutes gone. USA 1, Wales 1. A left-footed penalty midway in the goal. Matt Turner diving to his left, couldn't get anywhere near that, and Gareth Bale scores yet another goal for Wales, his 41st international goal, and of course his first one in the World Cup. Well, USA, having made that triple substitution a few moments ago, with Wright, Acosta and Yedlin coming on, would have hoped to have seen the last 10 or so minutes out, but Wales have got that equaliser, will have their tails up, and will be looking to get another one and to get the 3 points. It had to be the coolest customer on the field, Gareth Bale, to take that and of course score it, as he has done many times for his country. And people who have watched Premier League football and Spanish football will have seen the coolness of Gareth Bale at free kicks and of penalties, and would have had every confidence that he would put that away. Now Wales, in the heart of the defence, play it back to their goalkeeper. A long ball, and Andrew Yedlin, seeing the danger, plays it out for a throw into Wales, level with the American penalty area on their left-hand side. It'll be Ben Davies of Tottenham Hotspur who throws that back, and Wales regroup on the halfway line. Long ball by Roden, trying to seek out Brennan Johnson, still alive on that right hand side, and it comes off an American player and goes out for a throw-in, level with the other side of the penalty area. Into that penalty, headed away by America, but Kiefer Moore adjudged to a foul. The referee blows his whistle. Be a free kick to America as we approach the 85th minute. 1-1 here in Group B of the World Cup, and Matt Turner takes the free kick, going down that left hand side, picked up by Costa, and it's then floated into that penalty area, still alive, headed away eventually, and America pick it up midway in the Wales half on that left hand side. It's the captain Tyler Adams who's tackled this time, and then they retrieve the ball with Adams in the middle of the park, playing it back to the centre circle, and again Walker Zimmerman, as he did many times in that first half, plays it to his defensive partner Tim Ream. Now again, Robinson. Ream now on the left-hand side, bringing it over the halfway line, inside square to his captain Adams, and the long ball over to DeAndre Yedlin. Crosses into that penalty area, headed away strongly out for a throw-in, very close to the halfway line to America on their right-hand side. A good header by Chris Matham, and America have another throw-in. Touched on, and America down that right-hand side. Play it back to Yedlin, and then Weir takes over. Cross comes in, floated to the edge of the 6-yard box over Pulisic's head. Kept in, but Wales try and take that away through Johnson. He's adjudged to have been fouled by Robinson, who actually kept the ball in, trying to keep the ball. America can play in, they're sent away. Pulisic again there, and it will be a free kick to Wales midway in their own half on the right hand side. You're listening to Flash Score with me, John Middleton. USA 1, Wales 1. We're on 35 minutes. Well deserved really for the USA to take that lead and keep that lead at half time, but a penalty a few moments ago by Gareth Bale, having been fouled in that penalty area by Tim Ream. He took it well, left footed, and got the equaliser. Timothy Weir is coming off as Wales prepare to take the free kick level with the edge of their penalty area on their right hand side. So Timothy Weir, the goal scorer, comes off to be replaced by Jordan Morris of Seattle Sounders. He's an attacking player. He's spent some time on loan at Swansea as they take the free kick quickly, and a cross comes in. It's collected well by Matt Turner to the edge of the area. He's then fouled. He puts the ball on the floor inside the D, then launches it right foot down that right hand side. Wales lose the ball, and USA on that right hand side bring it into the penalty area. Crosses charged down. DeAndre Yedlin then plays it towards that 6-yard area, punched away by the keeper. Plays it again, Yedlin on the half volley, but it's cleared by Connor Roberts to that halfway line on that right hand side. Touched on, and Wales into that penalty area. Johnson fires it straight at the keeper. He's annoyed with himself. He really could have played that square. The keeper did well, and it's sent again quickly. It's a bit like a basketball game at the moment. Very, very quick as Wilson fouls and goes down injured himself. And another stoppage in play. A foul on Aronson there by Wilson, gives away a free kick. But Johnson, the substitute for Wales, really should have done better there, as the two physios carry on with their treatment of Harry Wilson. We approach 90 minutes, and we'll wait and see how many minutes are on the board for the stoppage time at the end of this game. 1-1, America 1, Wales 1, following a 6-2 victory for England against Iran in the first game of this group earlier today. Both teams here will be looking for 3 points, really. Be quite disappointed with a 1-1 draw, because if they get 3 points out of this game, it will make it slightly easier for them against the other opposition. Wilson has gone over to the side. We've got 9 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this game. Plenty of visits from the physio onto the field as Wales prepare another substitution. The free kick is taken. We're into that 9 minutes at the end of the game. So USA clear the ball around, and it's with Ream inside that centre circle, playing it out to the right hand side, and over the halfway line America go. It's a good tackle. And Wales try and start an attack, but snuffed out again. As Acosta tries to make something of that, it goes back to Reeve in the American defence. And up steps Zimmerman again, playing it short to his captain, Tyler Adams, then into the centre of the Wales half, come America. It's Acosta, playing it onto the left-hand side, Pulisic, third-time cross into that penalty area, hooked away. Only as far as the captain in central position, right-footed, tried the shot, charged down, and Wales eventually get that away. But there's nobody in the America half for them. And yet again, I think, well, it's the Welsh midfielder Ampadu who managed to get that away, but as he ran on, I think he may well have hurt his ankle. And yet again another visit from the physios, so we'll add more time to that injury time. In fact, he made a very, very strong tackle, caught his ankle on Zimmerman, ran on, but he isn't the player to go off. It's Harry Wilson who is going to be replaced, and Wilson is replaced by Sorba Thomas, 23-year-old midfielder of Huddersfield, formerly a scaffolder. And Sorba Thomas replaces him. Warm round of applause from the sideline as physio also leaves the field. Sorba Thomas is on. Certainly has a few inches of height on Harry Wilson. It looks like Ampadu he's come over to the sideline. He looks like he's okay, and he will rejoin the action in a moment as the referee drops the ball for Zimmerman just inside his own half, and he plays that square, and inside it goes over to the left hand side, and over the halfway line comes Robinson. Runs into trouble, has to play it all the way back to his goalkeeper on the edge of the D, and Matt Turner, right-footed, long ball veering over to the right hand side, but it bounces kindly for Wayne Hennessy in the Welsh goal. Nearly 93.5 minutes gone. 3.5 minutes of injury time, 9 minutes on that clock, but we'll see a bit more thanks to the physio. Wales try and attack down the right hand side. It's Kiefer Moore playing that back to Connor Roberts, right footed. There's a ball in the area, headed up, but headed away by Wales. They try and keep it alive. Wales trying to put more pressure on that penalty area, but USA survive and win a throw-in midway in their own half on the left hand side. Adams waiting to take it, as it looks like Ampadu is down again. Perhaps a bit of cramp as well as that knock on the shin that he's just got treatment for. He's back on his feet, and Wales will be looking to make another substitution as quickly as they can. And it is Ampadu who makes way. And on comes Morel, wearing number 16. Joe Morel of Portsmouth co-owns Merthyr Town, the non-league team in Wales. It's USA who have the ball on the right hand side, very close to the halfway line. On that right hand side, it's then played down the line, and DeAndre Indian picks it up and plays it back to that halfway line. 5.5 minutes gone of this injury time period, and Yedlin wins a throw-in, very close to that penalty area on the right-hand side, takes it quickly. It's played inside and square. And now they go over to the left-hand side, and Kristen Pulisic again, onto his right foot. Chips it over. It veers over to the right-hand side again. Yedlin, first time ball in, it's deep, it's punched away by Hennessy from inside his 6-yard area. Goes over to this left-hand side again. Robinson sends it in, it's cleared by Wales, sent back again, strongly, and out for a goal kick to Wayne Hennessy in the Welsh goal. But both teams, although disappointed not to get 3 points if the score stays the same, will know they've been in a match here. USA shading the first half, Wales, you could argue, shading the second half, and 1 goal apiece as we've reached 6.5 minutes of this 9-minute injury time period signalled at 90. They would certainly not be too disappointed to come away with a point. Wales trying to go down the left-hand side as they do so through Sorben Thomas, but USA clear. Try and go on down the halfway line, but snuffed out again. The Wales midfield have certainly done better in the second half. They go down the left-hand side again. Thomas leaves it, and Wales played it back into the centre circle. There's a USA player down injured, but Wales ignore that and play it long over to the left-hand side. Chested down by Thomas, playing it back. And now Thomas receives it again, midway in the American half, puts a deep cross in, right-footed, chested down by Moore. Trying to bring in Ramsey, it's cleared by America. And then again Wales trying to send it down the right-hand side, but snuffed out. America bring it away. Stopped again, this time by Ramsey, who plays it square. Bale trying to get something of that, but America get in the way on the edge of the tee, and then clear. Aronson wins a throw-in just inside his own half on the right-hand side, throws it to Yedlin. Yedlin plays it forward towards that halfway line and crosses inside that centre circle. It's Tyler Adams again, and his ball comes to nothing, and Wales are able to clear. Sent straight back over the halfway line, and the referee blows his whistle. And it'll be a free kick to America. Just inside their own half. The referee checks his watch. It's for an offside, and about 10 yards inside their own half, and Zimmerman plays a 1-2. Crosses that halfway line, gets it back, and then plays it inside to Tim Reen. And out to the left-hand side of Mathen. And Zimmerman plays a 1-2. Crosses that halfway line, gets it back, and then plays it inside to Tim Reen. And out to the left-hand side of Mathen. We're past the 9 minutes of injury time here at the Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium, 1-1. But we've had a few visits from the physios in this injury time period. And USA flinging it down that left-hand side. It's headed back, but picked up. And it'll be the substitute Costa down onto the right-hand side. Yedlin making a run, plays the ball into that penalty area, headed away. Wales need to get this away, but can't. Onto the right-hand side of the penalty area, deflected cross. Wales now bring it away, left-footed, long ball. It's Kiefer Moore who tries to get there. Long, strong header by the goalkeeper, who came way out of his goal, and then Wales trying to get closer to the goal, and a yellow card for Acosta as he stopped the shot by Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale stretching out, seeing the keeper off his line from the centre circle. Costa getting in the way. Kellen Costa being another one for the book. in this injury time period, the 10th minute of injury time, and it's a free kick to Wales. It's high, it's Sober Thomas who plays it into the penalty area, but an easy catch by the goalkeeper, and that is the full-time whistle as the ball bounces for Wayne Hennessy. Wales equalising on 81 minutes by Gareth Bale from a penalty, equalising Timothy Weir's.